I've always wanted some sort of Super Mario crossover with LEGO. It seemed like such a great idea, as both of the companies have such great quality standards. And yet, here we are. LEGO Super Mario was revealed to the public on March 10th, and now the product line has officially been released. So, who is this intended for, and is it a perfect crossover? Well, let's find out. Long before I became a big Nintendo fan, I was quite the LEGO fan. I specifically enjoyed the LEGO creator sets because I would use them to create town displays. I also like to collect the minifigures too, and I do have quite the collection still. But years later, I really started to collect Nintendo games and merchandise, and I hadn't touched a LEGO set in quite a while. That is, until now. LEGO Super Mario is such a great crossover between LEGO and Nintendo. When the line was first revealed on March 10th, Mario Day, I was quite disappointed. I was expecting more of a traditional LEGO set that had minifigure versions of the Mario characters. However, now that I've actually gotten to try LEGO Super Mario out hands-on with the two sets, I am definitely really impressed with how well they work together. The LEGO Super Mario Starter Course is the base set that comes with the Super Mario LEGO figure and 231 pieces. The set comes with a beginner pipe and a flagpole. That way you can create a level and play the course. It includes a Goomba enemy and Bowser Jr. as the boss. And it has a whole bunch of different platforms and objects too. Once you open the awkwardly shaped box, you will need to take a look at the starter guide. This shows you how to set up LEGO Mario. The set doesn't come with a screwdriver or two AAA batteries, so you will need to use your own. At first, LEGO Mario does look quite creepy, but once you put him together and actually press the on and off button at the back, he straight away comes to life. So it's sort of hard to display him like this. Now once he has been set up, you will need to download the free Super Mario LEGO app. Once you've downloaded the app and opened it, the app will ask you to connect LEGO Mario by pressing the Bluetooth button just above the on and off button at the back of him. It literally just takes a single click, and then Mario is connected to your device. Once you're connected, the app will then open itself up to you, presenting you with this main area. From here you can access the building instructions for the main starter course. Rather than a physical manual that you are probably used to by now in LEGO sets, the instructions are all 3D modeled, meaning that you can rotate and zoom in the build to see them more clearly. I honestly enjoyed this building style, but the builds are so simple and easy to construct that I really never used the rotate and zoom features. A younger child would probably appreciate this more, but it was still cool nonetheless, and I think more complex sets should have something like this. It would have been nice to get the physical manuals, because obviously those are for collecting purposes and they are quite easy to follow, but at the same time I think the electronic version does the job much better, and honestly everyone has a device these days, so it's really easy to use. After completing all of the builds, I ended up with a bunch of course parts, which I then used to create my own custom course. There aren't any instructions for this part of the building, which encourages creativity. Once I designed my course and experimented with a few of the LEGO Mario mechanics, it was time to test out the course that I built and see the set in action. This is where the magic begins, as you can let Mario interact with different barcodes, which are all applied from the factory. So no annoying sticker placing here, and everything else that is in barcodes are just printed directly on the brick. So there's a lot of quality that went into this set. To start the course playthrough, Mario needs to hop into the starter pipe, which will begin a 60-second countdown. From here you can make Mario jump on Goombas, obtain coins or items by standing on the question mark block. You can make him stand up for as long as possible on the spinning platform, and even defeat Bowser Jr. at the end or the beginning. It really is up to you to design the course however you want. Once you reach the flagpole before time runs out, Mario will then tally up all of the coins that you've collected. After I completed the starter course, I began to construct the Mario house and Yoshi set, which comes with 205 pieces. I bought this set due to the fact that it has Yoshi and Mario's house, and what's cool is that the Mario house is based on the one from the Paper Mario series. Aside from it being a nice display piece, it also has quite a bit of functionality. Mario can sleep on the hammock, and you can even interact with the Goomba, Starblock, and Yoshi. So I would definitely recommend this set, even if it is a bit on the more expensive side. After I completed the Mario House and Yoshi set, I also dug up some LEGO base plates from my LEGO collection, which I used to place the course pieces up on. This allowed for more design opportunities and also a great way to transport my builds. I also recommend picking up some of these if you are hoping to build some awesome courses. Mario has quite the tech in him. He has an LCD screen and a speaker which allows him to express himself fluently. Charles Martinet did an excellent job with some of the new voice lines, and it's cool to see them use the Super Mario 64 voice clips too. He has Bluetooth capabilities which allow him to communicate with the app and show you the things that he has accomplished while playing your course. He can also use this feature to perform updates, so I can imagine even more functionality will be brought to him as new courses come out. He even has a camera that allows him to see the barcode tiles and even recognize colors. This makes it possible for generic green LEGO bricks to become, well, grass, red bricks to become dangerous lava, blue to become water, and yellow to become sand. Everything else will just be generic ground. The camera works very well and is more responsive than I thought it would be. It feels weirdly satisfying to stomp a Goomba. I never thought I'd say that. LEGO Mario can even wear different power-up outfits. You basically take off Mario's overalls and then swap them out with a different suit. This lets you use new abilities, which are cool, but I really don't think they're worth it. Some of them are just pretty lame, like the Super Mario Maker one just allows you to just stomp on the ground and collect coins. The other ones are a bit more faithful, but the Mario Maker one not as much. So I really don't recommend picking up any of these as they don't really enhance the experience. LEGO Mario also has an accelerometer, which allows him to play jumping sounds, act dizzy when he falls over, and even fall asleep. LEGO Mario is meant to fall over, so if he hits the ground, it's not that big of a deal. That is, unless he falls from a 2-story building, so I wouldn't recommend that. It is quite disappointing that he isn't rechargeable, but that isn't a big deal, seeing that LEGO Mario doesn't really eat a ton of batteries. In my case, I've been using him for a couple of hours on and off, and I haven't run into any issues, but obviously if you're using him for 10 days straight, he's probably going to run out of batteries, and it also depends on the batteries that you have, but it would have been an extra point if he was rechargeable. And now that brings us to the main questions of the video. Is this a perfect crossover? Well, yes, it totally is. It feels like one of those magical products from Nintendo, and, well, it's basically Super Mario in real life. The bright colors, characters, course parts, designs, it just translates so well into LEGO form that I'm honestly surprised that it didn't happen sooner. Instead, we got these cheap, awful looking characters with the Kinect crossover a couple years back. The quality is just absolutely awesome. Even Nintendo made sure to drop LEGO Mario 6,000 times to ensure the quality. Whoever did that 6,000 times definitely deserves a raise. And the app integration is just so awesome, and maybe the app will be updated and expanded upon. I'd really like to see that. Well, who is this intended for? Well, definitely kids. They would enjoy it the most. It doesn't mean that it isn't fun for adults. I honestly really enjoyed the building and interactivity, but it definitely is meant more for kids, as they would enjoy the aspect of designing their own Mario levels. But if you have a child that is a fan of Mario and LEGO, then this is an amazing buy, as more LEGO pieces will definitely help make the course building a lot more creative. You can also use it with the NES LEGO set, which is pretty cool, but it would just make noises depending on what's shown on the screen, and I don't think that's just worth the $60 from the Super Mario LEGO set, so I don't know about that. But for adults, I think it's more of a nostalgic experience and a fun display piece. However, LEGO Mario is quite unsettling to display unless he's turned on, so I don't know about that. But I enjoyed my time with LEGO Mario. That's why I'm actually going to give LEGO Mario an 8 out of 10. Due to my experience with the two sets. And these are very subjective products based on the price, and I'm no LEGO expert, so do take that into consideration. Well, if you're into LEGO Super Mario, you can pick up many of the other sets, and even blind bags that they have to expand your course, and definitely many of those will give you different functionality with LEGO Mario. If Nintendo comes out with more Super Mario Lego sets that maybe have the minifigures, I will definitely be sure to pick them up. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the NES Lego yet, it's still quite pricey, but maybe if this video does well, I may consider it in the future. Anyway guys, that's about it for the video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one.